Garden with Cath.
Doing, Kev? Well, I've actually got this fantastic app. It's called Bee Counts. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
It's actually in partnership with Waitrose. Now, what they've done, they're trying to record to see how many bees are actually located at the moment.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's a big shortage of bees, and only 6,860 bees have been spotted so far. So with this app, you can have a look around, see what bees you can find, and then you can record it. Good thing with this as well, they actually tell you what kind of bee they're.
Hey, that's useful.
That's really useful. And with gardening tips, some gardening tips from Waitrose as well. And it may tell you as well which colour bees go for. Now, did you know that bees are better than any of them?
Yeah, not yellow.
And purple is my favourite colour. So
Coincidence.
it is a coincidence. That actually tells you what plants to encourage bees more. But one of them.
Who made this app?
Well, I don't know who made it. We can have a look into that.
It's in association with.
Yeah, it's they actually do it with Waitrose.
I love Waitrose.
Yeah, Waitrose is great. And that's what's obviously bees, but obviously with this such windy day, the bees are going to be flying such a fast speed you won't see it. They also like trumpets. I've not actually seen any bees playing trumpets, have you?
I saw a little tiny case over there the other day, so I don't know if one of them left
That, no, that's from the Beatles.
Nice.
Yeah. But that was a quick, wasn't it? I like that. But, and it also tells you what herbs you can grow. And chives is one of the good herbs for bees. So that's why I was looking, just checking out some bees.
That's
so
brilliant.
I think we all should record. And
Let's do that, Kev.
we'll do that. So, what are you doing, Dave?
Hypnotising these bees. It's taking a while for him to sip. I think because he's facing the wrong way, that's why he's not hypnotising so well.
So, no. What I meant was, your finger. What have you done to your finger?
Oh, one of the bees bit the end of my finger off. No, I was carving a sheep actually, Kev, out of some wood.
You know what? I've seen that in our Instagram photo.
Yeah, and do you know what? I learned a very important lesson. So listen, I wasn't wearing a glove on my hand. Obviously, the hand that I was holding the knife in, I was not needing to wear a glove. But this hand, I wasn't wearing a glove, and I slipped carelessly and just nicked the end of my finger. So lesson learnt there, everyone.
Be careful with knives.
Be careful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just hypnotised these bees, and they seem quite happy now, just dozing away. But I was thinking, we could use these. They could help us with
Oh yes,
that Waitrose
that's why I
bee
got my
app.
phone in my hand. I knew I was doing something.
Yeah. So do you reckon we could identify?
Well, it says on here, but it's definitely not a wasp.
Definitely not wasp.
Now it could be a white-tailed bumblebee.
Ah, no, this one has got like a kind of whitish tail.
Because there's so many different sorts of bees.
I didn't realise how many there were.
Just look, if you look carefully, there's it just goes on and on and on. That one is definitely not a normal bee. Can you see that?
Ah, yeah.
But
Clear
yeah,
now.
so you can identify these bees, and I think we're looking at, Dave, I think that could be a white-tailed bumblebee.
White-tailed bumblebee. So then what do? Do you click the add to say you've seen one?
Yeah, I think you click on there and it says how many you've seen, and I don't know what happens then with a location. I think it then locates where we are on the map.
So it's a survey, wow.
The only trouble with this is I think they have to be fully awake.
Okay.
Because obviously Dave isn't clever enough to hypnotise bees. But don't worry, no bumblebees have been harmed in the making of this film. These ones which were found, where was these found?
These were found on the ground just out there actually. Towards the end of each season I have a look around for bugs and insects that have ended their cycle of life.
Yeah.
And I collect them up in these little boxes that you can buy in the shops. And then what we do with the children is we get the microscopes out and have an up close and personal experience with the bugs.
That's fantastic.
And it helps give them a real appreciation for nature, and especially these little insects that sometimes they can be a little bit scared of, and they get a real good understanding of how awesome they actually are.
That's really good. So yeah, we won't log it this time, but hopefully we'll have some bees which we can log later on through the season. And this goes on for a couple more weeks, yeah? 40 days to go.
Okay, so everyone needs to get involved with this then?
Yes.
And we need to count all the different kinds of bees, identify them, and figure out what we've got.
Cool. Brilliant.
Get to it, guys. Amazing. Oh, they come back to life.
Ask a gnome. Ask a gnome.
Can quails live with chickens?
So, you spoke and we listened. You asked us,
Can quails live with chickens?
Kev, can quails live with chickens or not?
Well, they can, but it's a bit like me living with you. Because obviously I'm a lot bigger than you are.
Well,
I know I'm this...
physically,
maybe.
maybe.
It's like...
Emotionally.
If you imagine my feet, because my feet are a lot bigger than you, and I know what to say about
Not
people with big
bigger,
feet.
Big socks.
Big socks and big shoes.
Yeah.
So, they can, but I wouldn't recommend it, would you?
No, I think those poor little quails might get trampled a little bit.
Like the big claws of a chicken.
Yeah.
No?
So I hope that answers your question.
So it's up to you really, but if you want to see a massacre of quails, then not. If you do, then you're just on the wrong channel. So.
Right. If you've got a question for the Bearded Gardeners, send us a message.
Right, kids, well, look, you put kids in the wrong place. If you put kids
No,
there,
exactly. Then he can swing in.
No, you see it there. Who's photo bombing? Who's photo bombing? It's Willie. Look how small he is.
Who let him in?
That's a little gardener.
Who is he?
I don't know. He's been watering it.
He's looking at us.
He's been. Oh, God. What are you doing, Dave?
Slowly hypnotising these bees.
That is totally madness.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually on about it. I was on about your pasta. What have you doing? Forget about the hypnotising bees. What have you done to your
More
finger?
importantly,
What have you done to your finger, Dave?
well, I'm fixing.
Whoa.
Oh. Still recording. Still going. That's an outtake. It's okay. Carry on. Never work with animals, children's, or iPads.
Yeah.
Right.